Bagging a bargain is usually the name of the game when roaming the web in search of luxury holiday destinations. Despite this, there's a multitude of luxurious travel options that beg you to throw that budget flying out the window. The world is filled with an endless amount of places to visit. But be sure to do your research before you plan a trip so you can know a range on how much that trip will cost you. If you're wondering about the more expensive vacation destination, we've rounded up some of the priciest locations around the world. Let's get it on! Number 10. New York. New York is unsurprisingly one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world. The Big Apple is the heart of many US industries, including several culture industries, and it has traditionally been a hub for business and artists alike. Of course, the city's tourism industry thrives on this reputation and generates many tourist dollars as a result. They justify higher rates due to demand and limited space, but the truth is that a lot of the hotels are just plain overpriced. With rates starting at $730 a night for a luxury hotel and the average price for a mid-range hotel being $350, New York City is not a place for the traveler looking for an affordable trip unless you want to risk staying in a dive or take a gamble on a blind deal. Given that New York is home to a $1,000 sundae and a steak that'll cost you the same as your hotel, it's hardly surprising to hear that the city that represents America also represents American access. Number 9. Paris. Much like New York, Paris in France has become a popular destination for many travelers. With a long history and an influential role in the shaping of both Europe and the New World, Paris has also earned a reputation as a city of romance, helped by its quaint café culture, the French love of pastries, wine and chocolate, and images of the iconic Eiffel Tower that lit up in the night. Adding to the popular French city's appeal is the number of royal castles and lavish cathedrals, many dating from the Middle Ages, that offer history buffs, architecture enthusiasts, and even the average tourist an exciting sightseeing adventure. However, all of the popularity of Paris has also culminated in the city becoming one of the world's most expensive tourist destinations. Banking on its reputation as being lavish and romantic, Paris hotels tend to go all out, which means that they also come with a hefty price tag. Some historic residences, including palaces, have been converted to hotels. Some hotels charge as high as $26,000 for the privilege of staying just one night with them. Number 8. Fiji. Contrary to common belief, Fiji isn't just one island, but actually a series of 332 islands. Fiji has become renowned as one of the best travel destinations in the South Pacific based on many reports, and as one of the most exclusive. Not only is the country regarded as a pristine island retreat with a keen sense of preservation of nature, but it's also renowned for its natural beauty and its remoteness. Travel enthusiasts understand that exclusivity and remoteness add up to a recipe for an overpriced vacation stay. While you might be able to get to the main islands relatively cheaply, many of the smaller islands in the nation are actually privately owned, either by individuals or by resort companies, and most of them charge hefty amounts for a visit. One example is Mantagi Island, a horseshoe-shaped volcanic island that encompasses all 240 acres. You can visit the beach, do some snorkeling and diving and hike through the island rainforest. At the end of a long day, you can relax in the outdoor jacuzzi and the lava rock shower. Some would argue that luxury of this sort is a steal, but with rates starting at just over $6,000 a night, this lavish escape is unlikely to fit many travelers' budgets. Number 7. The British Virgin Islands. The British Virgin Islands have earned themselves a reputation as Rich Brit Playground. Sir Richard Branson, the founder and CEO of Virgin Corporation, has a private island rented out, but only to those who can afford it. The island of Guarna is another expensive destination. Guarna has no public access, which means you have to fly to neighboring Beef Island and then take the resort's boat over to your final destination. Guarna is about 895 acres with sandy white beaches and averages around 30 guests. Yoga and tennis lessons are offered. Other activities include snorkeling, bird watching, and outdoor activities such as hiking. A Seaview cottage will run you almost $700 a night in the low season, and prices only increase from there. You can expect to pay much more for a villa in the peak season of the year. Once you've seen the bill, you'll probably want to grab a drink at the club, a grand colonial house, to try and blur the memory. Number 6. Tuscany. When they plan to visit Italy, people think of Tuscany. But those that do may find that lesser visited or out-of-the-way destinations aren't always a ticket to an affordable trip. Tuscany is one of the most expensive regions in Italy, even though more people visit cities like Rome, Naples, Florence, and Venice. Tuscany's appeal is its history, which stretches back to pre-Roman times. Many of the hotels aren't hotels at all, but ancient villas that have been converted into lavish suites for wealthy tourists. Tuscany is a welcome relief for those who want to get away from the tourist traps that many other Italian cities have become. But its price tag isn't much different from places like Rome or Florence. Since much of Tuscany is still very rural, the area is stunning and famed for its vineyards, but the accommodations can be a little rough. Some of the buildings are just old barns that have been converted, and they still cost around $3,000 to $4,000 a week. Add in a car rental, you'll need one to get around, and plenty of tempting truffle dishes, and you're looking at a pricey European vacation. Number 5. Bora Bora. This tiny island in French Polynesia burns a big hole in many visitors' pockets. Although the island is beautiful and offers a luxurious experience, an average night on the island will run you a minimum of $800, with your meals included, of course. There's also the tiny issue of getting there. Airfare to the middle of the South Pacific isn't exactly cheap these days. Nonetheless, Bora Bora attracts its fair share of celebrities, business elite, and political magnates. Unless your heart is set on Bora Bora in particular, you can choose from a number of lesser-known islands in French Polynesia, many of which have lower rates due to decreased demand and a less developed tourist reputation. That also means you can beat the crowds, which is almost like having your own private island for half of the cost. If it must be Bora Bora, be sure to look for all-inclusive vacation deals and hotels that offer discounted rates if you book multiple nights. You can also visit during the off-season between December and March to score better rates. Number 4. Seychelles. Is this a surprise? Another island escape makes it one of the most expensive holiday destinations in the world. Seychelles, like Fiji, is a country composed of not one but several islands. Located in the Indian Ocean, just south of the main island of Mahi, is the island of Fregat. Fregat is really what lands Seychelles on this coveted list, although the other islands can be expensive to visit as well. Fregat takes expensive to a whole new level. Unsurprisingly, the island is a private resort dotted with 17 lavish villas. They are all constructed out of mahogany and African teak wood, boasting marble floors, ocean views, jacuzzis, and infinity pools. The resort has a passionate commitment to preserving nature, so the jungle and 7 beaches on the island are well protected. Activities include windsurfing and guided hiking. Villas must be rented for a minimum of 3 days, and rates start around $3,000 or about $1,000 a day. Such an incredible African experience. Before revealing the top 3 most expensive holiday destinations in the world, if you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, kindly do so by clicking on the subscribe icon below. Please give us a like, share the video, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for timely updates of our latest uploads. Let's continue. Number 3. Dubai. Much talk has been said of Dubai in the past decade or so. This Middle Eastern hotspot has become a mecca of modern excess, which of course has made it popular with travelers who have money to burn. Financed by oil wealth, Dubai was developed by the rich for the rich, as a playground for those who can afford it. From man-made islands to the luxurious Burj Al Arab and soaring towers, Dubai is all about spending money. If you're on a tight budget, you're going to want to steer clear of this destination. In fact, most of Dubai's economy is centered on money or conspicuous consumption. Although the city boasts a scenic coastline and desert oasis, there's little to do outside of spending money in large shopping centers or on expensive outings, such as day trips on yachts or renting a helicopter. The entire experience, even if you have the funds, feels a little bit empty, especially since many of the people living there are temporary workers longing to return home. Dubai lacks the culture and character that makes so many other expensive destinations appealing. Still, if you must, you can drop at least $20,000 to spend a night at one of Dubai's best hotels. Number 2. Musha Cay. The Exumus or Out Islands of the Bahamas have long been known as a destination for the rich and famous. Celebrated American magician David Copperfield claimed that the Fountain of Youth was located on one of them, and for the price tag on Musha Cay, you'd really hope he was right about that. Musha Cay is just one of the 11 islands in Copperfield Bay, and like the others, it's an all-or-nothing sort of affair. You must rent the entire island for almost $40,000 a night. The upside? You're allowed to choose who gets to stay with you on your Caribbean island escape. You can invite up to 11 people to share the resort with you, and all your gourmet meals are included in the price. Activities include deep-sea fishing and diving. You'll also get personal fireworks show, and a customized treasure hunt can be added to your vacation package for some additional cash, of course. Number 1. Oslo. Norway's capital is scenic and delightful, filled with Scandinavian charm and still reminiscent of the Norwegians' Viking history. Rows upon rows of colorful houses and the proximity of scenic mountain vistas and the famous fjords can easily take your breath away. Like its other Scandinavian counterparts, Oslo tends to be clean and safe. Most of the population speaks almost fluent English, making it easy for inexperienced tourists to get around and explore. That said, Norway is notoriously known as Scandinavia's and the Northern Europe's most expensive country. Although the country is rich in oil and its citizens are relatively well off, its higher wages and relative wealth have contributed to service sectors and tourist industries that charge about 20% more than anywhere else in Western Europe and a whopping 70% higher than world averages. It's no wonder that Oslo is ranked as the world's most expensive city to visit. For travelers looking to experience Oslo affordably, some websites offer tips and tricks for sticking to your budget, including where to find cheap accommodations, economical eateries, and free activities in the city. That's all on our video about the world's most expensive holiday destination. If you found it helpful, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more of our amazing content. Please give us a like, share the video, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell for timely updates of our latest uploads. We value your feedback. Feel free to share your thoughts with us in the comment section below.